In this video, we are going to talk about asexual modes of reproduction. First of all, let us discuss about what is reproduction. Reproduction is a process of formation of new individual from the previous one. So in this method, every organism, whether it is unicellular or multicellular, is going to produce a new organism similar to the itself. This process is known as reproduction. There will be two methods of reproduction: sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In general, sexual reproduction involves formation of two types of gametes, male gametes and female gametes, and it involves the fusion of these gametes so as to produce a zygote. In case of asexual reproduction, there is no formation and fusion of gametes, so it is called as asexual mode of reproduction. In this video, we are going to talk about asexual reproduction in various organisms. There will be main 5 modes of asexual reproduction as binary fission, budding, fragmentation, spore formation, and vegetative propagation. There will be some other modes of asexual reproduction in case of animal that we will discuss in another video. So let us discuss them one by one. Binary fission. It is the simplest kind of method of reproduction where a fission is involved. Fission means breaking down into two. That is called as fission. So the binary fission is the fission or the asexual reproduction where one cell is going to divide into two. Example, amoeba. Other example would be bacteria. So in this case, a single example amoeba, a single cell is going to divide into two. So the process begins with the duplication of genetic material, that is nucleus. So in the first case, the nucleus divides into two inside the cell. Then there will be cytoplasmic division. That is called as binary fission. So that due to the duplication of the same type of genetic material, there will be two identical nuclei. Thereby, the resultant cells are identical with each other and they are known as clones of each other. Fine. So simplest method, that is binary fission. Second method is called as budding. Budding is similar to that of binary fission, but in this case, there will be one cell called as mother cell and it shows formation of a kind of bird-like structure. As you can see in the diagram, there will be a bird formation, a small bird formation, and multiple birds will arise one after another and slowly they get detached from the mother cell. So in this case, in case of budding, there will be formation of one large cell and one or multiple small cells. Fine. So the genetic material is not going to divide equally into two cells and the resultant cells will have a different size. This is called as budding and the example for the same is yeast cell. Fine. Third, fragmentation. Fragmentation is another simplest type of reproduction. Example, Spirogyra. In this case, Spirogyra is multicellular, unbranched, thread-like organism or a plant which divides into two or multiple pieces by means of simple fragmentation. This is the simplest method in case of plants for the reproduction, fragmentation. So the resultant cells will have the same type of genetic material and they are identical with one another. Another is spore formation, which is commonly seen in mosses and fern. Spore formation. Now spores are going to be a seed-like structures, but they are produced by means of same organism asexually. So these spores are small, minute, and they are numerous in numbers. So in case of fern, Nephrolepis leaf, you will find them on the ventral side of the leaf on either side in the form of white patch-like structure or white dots. So these are the spores. These spores are lightweight and they will be carried away through or with the help of wind. That is how it is known as spore formation. Last, vegetative propagation. This is a kind of asexual reproduction and is seen in higher plants. As you know, flowering plants are going to show sexual reproduction, but sometime they also going to perform vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. In this case, what happens? the gametes are not produced, the formation of gamete is not there. So the same organism is going to develop a new plant body, plantlet on itself. For example, there will be plantlets developed from the roots or from the stem or from leaves or bud. So these structures are known as vegetative propagules, and they have ability to germinate, to develop a new plant body of the same kind, so that the resultant cells will be identical, will be same. Genetically, they are identical and they are known as vegetative reproduction. So this technology is utilized in agriculture on broad basis. Fine. So these are the 5 types of modes of asexual reproduction in plants. If you like the video, kindly subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.